all the way beyond the boundaries, but within the jurisdiction. We have a guest of honor, Professor Jay Kesan. His speech cannot be copyrighted because he comes with different experience. I invite Professor Jay Kesan, Patent Law Professor, University of Illinois, at Urbana-Champaign, patent attorney and an entrepreneur too. Sir, I invite you, request you to speak few words up to the participants.
Thank you very much. Thank you for inviting me. A real pleasure to be here. Distinguished judges, moot court participants, ladies and gentlemen, good morning. Obviously, the moot court participants are interested in IP, but if they are like anything like my students, they're interested in IP, but they're not sure if they should continue in IP. Will I get a job in IP? Is this a good field that I'm in? Hey, corporate jobs are much more. Criminal law jobs are much more. So, why should we continue in IP? And so this is sort of probably the same sort of thoughts that are running through their mind. And so let me take a few minutes and tell you that the fact that you've taken this first step, or the first of many steps into the world of IP, is actually terrific. Just step back and think about all the great revolutions that are taking place in the 21st century right now. Look at the computers and communication revolution. Look at all the software that's being developed. Look at all the wireless systems, 4G, 5G all over the world. Look at the Internet of Things that is forthcoming. Look at all the various kinds of smartphones, et cetera, that's being created. And look at all the technology that is being developed. Look at all the major brands that are involved in this space. Look at all the software that is being copyrighted. And that is just the first revolution. Think about another revolution that's going on in our time. Think about the free flow of capital, labor, and goods all over the world. That's what we call globalization. Most of these goods are brands. Most of the big brands all over the world are seen in all the malls and so on in India. There's a lot of venture capital money and there's a lot of private equity money that is coming into India, that is interested in technology innovation, that's interested in startups and so on. And a lot of them are interested in taking a collateral interest in the IP that is being developed. Look at all the companies that are creating R&D organizations all over the world, in China, India, Malaysia, etc. And the fruits of their R&D are ending up in products and services that are then going all over the world. So that's another revolution, the so-called globalization revolution, which is still, even in a pandemic, is still very much taking place. Think about another third revolution in our times. Look at what is happening in the life sciences. Think about what is happening in biotechnology, in agriculture, in renewable energy, biofuels, not to mention vaccines now. But stepping back, look at all the large molecules and proteins. Look at the small molecules, more traditional pharmaceuticals. And if you think about all these great big revolutions that is taking place in our times, IP is at the heart of all these revolutions. So in fact, IP is a great place to be. And the fact that you're starting out participating in this moot court is, I hope, the very first of a whole bunch of time that you spend getting good IP protection for your clients, perhaps enforcing whatever patent, trademark, copyright, trade secret you're getting, perhaps defending against an infringement claim, helping them, helping your clients progress in their business. That's one of the beautiful things about IP. You can help them protect their innovation. You can help them consume other people's innovation by licensing it or making sure that you don't run afoul of somebody else's IP, or monetizing your IP, get financing based on the IP. All of these things are the kinds of activities that IP lawyers do every day, all the time. The other beautiful thing about IP is that the subject matter of your IP can keep on changing. You know, when I look back on my career, you know, I've worked on everything from rubber bottom backpacks that are made by people like JanSport, to noise suppression systems in airplanes, to 3G LTE innovation, to digital imaging and machine learning in pathology images. So one of the beautiful things about IP is that there's a wide range of subject matter that you can participate in, and you're continuously learning and you're continuously enjoying. The moot court problem that you have been asked to work on, that I had a chance to review, is really very well designed. I really like the NIRO-kill versus VIRO-kill problem that has been presented to you. It captures almost all the forms of IP. The only thing I didn't see in the problem was any trade secret. But with the exception of that, you do have utility patents. You do have designs in the packaging. You clearly have trademark issues, and you have copyright issues in the layout of the packaging material and all the description. And of course, you have design patents as well that I mentioned. So it's really an exciting problem, and you get to engage with it in a wonderful way. And you know, I hope you have a chance to take all the IP knowledge that you've got from your classes and you bring it to bear on this problem, and you have a wonderful time in the next couple of days. So thank you very much for inviting me to say a few words, and I wish all the participants and the judges a wonderful couple of days in engaging in this first ever virtual National IPR Moot Court competition. Thank you so much.